Good morning to everybody. Hi, this is Skoggit, and it's a beautiful morning. I've got my Folgers coffee. I'm fixing to take a sip of it. Nothing like Folgers in the morning, let me tell you. And today, it's time for story time with Skoggit. Today's story is called Misery Date. The story happened in 1977. I was 20 years old. And during that time, of course, I was single. And during that time, I went to the discos a lot. It was just something what I did. I enjoyed going. And I was didn't have a steady girlfriend. And I was just playing the field and dating people. And just having a good time. Well, went to the disco, and I met this one lady. I tell you, she was gorgeous. I'm just going to come out and say this lady was beautiful. I thought, wow. I'm just, and here I'm dancing with her, and then I sat at the table with her. We talked and everything, and ended up getting a date with her. And I was like, wow, how lucky can I be? I mean, this lady was gorgeous. So anyway, I got a date with her and went to her apartment to pick her up. And she was ready and everything, and we went out. Just a really nice lady, just really nice. I took her out to dinner. We had a nice dinner, and believe we went to a movie also. Yeah, we went to a movie and then went to dinner, and just had a really good time. She was just a pleasure to be around. I mean, she just was one of those ladies where if a person like met her, they'd like her. I mean, she just had that personality about her and that charisma and everything. So anyway, we got finished with the dinner, and I went ahead and took her home to her apartment. And she asked me, she said, would you like to come inside? And, we can talk, and I'll got some beer there, and maybe we can have a little drink and just sit and talk. And I really enjoy your company. And I said, well, I enjoy yours too. And it was just, like I said, she was such a nice lady. So went to her apartment and went inside, and everything was like immaculate. It was just like, wow, clean to the max. Everything was just really nice. Nothing laying around. It was just like she must have scrubbed it all day long. But the apartment was just in order, like, wow. Everything was clean. So sat there on the couch, and she was said, excuse me a second, I need to go get something. And I said, okay. So she went into her bedroom, and I was waiting. And she came back out, and she had this doll, a rubber doll in her arms, and it was wrapped up like a baby. And she was like, saying, I had to go attend to my baby. And I said, okay. So she brought it over to me, and she said, would you like to kiss our baby? And I leaned back, and I just laughed. I thought it was the funniest thing, because I'm like, wow. This lady is gorgeous. She's got a great personality and a sense of humor to boot. I mean, I'm like, how lucky can I be? And I just laughed about it and told her, I'm not going to kiss no rubber doll. And that's when her attitude changed. She went unglued. She said, so this is our baby, and you don't want to kiss the baby. You don't want to hold the baby. You don't want nothing to do with it. And she said, I don't know what's wrong with you. And she went and sat the baby down on a chair, like laid it down on the chair, and then commenced, get this, she commenced to tearing the apartment up. I am not lying. She grabbed the pictures off the walls and threw them on the floor, and she she had a glass coffee table, just really nice with stuff. She took a vase of flowers or something, and she just busted it. I mean, it broke all over, glass all over the place. And I'm like, golly, what's this lady's problem? And then she went to her TV set and threw it on the floor, and then just was screaming and yelling and started punching the walls and stuff. And I'm like, what the heck? I told her, I said, you know, I said, I'm leaving. I said, this is something you need to see. I told her, I said, you need to see a psychiatrist or something, a head shrinker or something. I think there's something wrong with you, lady. And so she was going on, and she was cussing and swearing and cussing at me. So I went out the door and left. And I never called her back, and she never called me back. And I was like, hey, fine with me. But I don't see how a lady can go from being nice one minute and going into a crazy rage. Oh man, I tell you, I went home and told my brother about it. I said, that lady was crazy as heck. And he says, you know something, Skoggit? You always had a way with women. So that's the story, and I hope you enjoyed it. I think the moral of the story is, you really never know a person until you really get to meet them. So this is Skoggit. Appreciate all you viewers and subscribers out there, and y'all take care.